But the first thing I noticed is this huge fire in front of the shelter. It was just blazing. Good morning, fellow hiking Viking fans. I guess I should introduce myself. My trail name is Bazinga. After 4.5 years and 13 section hikes, I was able to complete my hike of the Appalachian Trail on August 21st, which was Eclipse Day, which was kind of cool. Since I've been home, I've been watching these hiker tales and find them very, very entertaining. So every time I watch one of them, I think of something that happened to me out there, and thought I'd send it along and see if anybody else thinks it's funny too, I guess. I had spent 2 days at Shaw's in Munson getting ready to tackle the 100-mile wilderness. And my first day in, I think I ended up doing about 15 miles. And I had heard about the trail magic that the family does there at the beginning of the 100-mile. And I was hoping to get there by dinner time. But about mid-morning, I realized I'm going to have to stop a little early. I'm getting pretty hungry. So I walk into the first shelter I come across. I don't remember the name of it. But the first thing I notice is this huge fire in front of the shelter. It was just blazing. And as I got closer, I noticed there was a pot in the middle of the fire just boiling away. And then I noticed there was a man standing there watching the pot boil. So I struck up a conversation with him. Realized immediately he wasn't a native English speaker. And eventually found out he was from the Czech Republic, which I found interesting because last summer I had hiked with another younger fella from the Czech Republic up through Pennsylvania. And I'd learned a lot about him and his country, and would look forward to talking to this fella too. So we talked for quite a while, but eventually it was time for me to move on. So I told him I was going to take off. And he asked if I was headed north. I said, yeah. He said, well, you need to stop at the Trail Magic up the trail. He said, I said, well, yeah, I plan to do that. Thank you. He said, you know, I stopped there this morning and had breakfast. He said, I had blueberry pancakes. I said, well, that sounds good. He says, you know, in the Czech Republic, we put the blueberries on the pancakes. But he said they put the blueberries in the dough. Yeah, he called it dough rather than batter. I said, well, okay, that's pretty common. And so I said, if you're going southbound, I said, if you stay at Shaw's in Munson, I said, they have blueberry pancakes in the morning. You could have some more pancakes. He said, he looked a little puzzled, and he said, do they put the blueberries in the dough? I said, yeah, they do. He said, he started to grin, and he said, America is a wonderful country. I like it, I dig it, I want more of it.